Hello, my babies, and welcome back to Shadowplaytarot. Thank you so much for being here today. If it's your first time here, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is a lot of content that you can catch up on. And if you're returning, well, my loves, you guys already know I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming back and hanging out with me here on our little channel. And so let's dive into today's reading. Today, we are going to be looking into what is it you need to know about your love life. We are going to begin each group by looking into what your energy in love is, just to help you connect. And then we'll be asking the question, what is it you need to know? As always, it is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment and only take what resonates. But the good thing about this is that since we're going to be talking about you, it should be a lot more easier to identify if the messages are for you or not. So only you know what's going on in your life, in your situation and circumstances. With that being said, my loves, you guys know what to do. 3 groups to choose from. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be asking, what is it you need to know about your love life? We are going to begin this reading by checking in on what your energy is in love, just to help you connect to this group. And then we're going to be asking the question, what is it you need to know? As always, it is a collective reading, so please use your own discernment and only take what resonates. Since we're going to be talking about you today, it should be a lot easier to, to feel if something is for you or not. All right, besides that, let's try to have fun with it. Let's see what we can learn. And you did choose the Biggie sticker today, and he is wearing his Coogee sweater. It makes me think of that lyric, all the cuties with the booty wear the Coogee. So maybe you got a cute booty, or the way you dress is really cute. Biggie was a Gemini. He was born on the cusp, so he was like Taurus Gemini, but I feel like Gemini with him. But Tupac was also a Gemini as well. And Biggie's birthday is May 21st. And when I was pregnant with my daughter, her due date was on the 24th. And I remember thinking, like, come on, share a birthday with Biggie. She almost did, but no, she's a couple days after. But anyway, fun little fact there. All right, my loves, let's get to it. Let's see what we can learn today about your love life. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. All right, let's tap in. My group number 1s, please. What is going on in their love life? What's their energy in their love life? How will they know this is going to be their reading today? What's going on for my group number 1s in their love life? What's going on? Thank you, Spirit. My group number 1s. What can we know? What can you tell us? How will they know this is their reading? Messages for my group number 1s. What's going on in their love life? Thank you, Spirit. We have Star Reverse. Not the losing hope. Not that I can't take one more missed opportunity. Okay, well, it seems like there's just a big no. So it just might be the time of year, or just a recent experience, or it's literally like, I can't take one more failed situation. So I'm working on bettering my health, my finances, getting out of this maybe depression, or I don't want to fall into depression. There's something here about, like, I just can't take it anymore. And even though I'm feeling hopeless about it, I'm still here to listen to you, tarot lady, or I still listen to these for fun. And I hear that a lot, and I get it. We listen for entertainment, but this is how you would know if this is your reading. It's like you're chill. You're literally, I see you're trying to, I am getting like healthy, or like better habits, or, bettering something else. But when it comes to love, it's almost like, I don't have it in me. I rather get my money. I rather do this. I rather feel stable. But, you feel the burden of this, because even though you are listening for funsies, it's like, it's like, what is that? Like, okay, when you talk to yourself positively and when you talk to yourself negatively, it's like your brain, like, doesn't know the difference, or your body doesn't. Does that make sense? So it's almost like this too, where it's like, if you tell yourself something, it's like, it's almost like your body or your mind or your brain doesn't know the difference. And so it's like you're saying, yes, I'm hopeless. Yes, I'm this. Yes, I'm that. But it's almost like adding some kind of burden, or I feel the weight of it. even though I say that I'm okay, or even though I say that I want to focus on these other things. And that's okay, bestie. I'm sending you a hug. Let's hold each other. Yeah, because it's almost like a natural human thing. Like imagine that you're human, bitch. You're human living in inhuman times. Like, have we ever thought of that? Um, and then we have things that are going on in the world that are trying to take our humanity. And our challenge is to stay connected to ourselves and to what makes us human. And love and emotion is a big part of that. And so, yes, we all want to secure the bag, or we all want to be independent, or we're all hanging on by a thread when it comes to our past love experiences. And I cannot repeat that again, but we also have to nurture ourselves and acknowledge that I feel the weight of this. I am deserving of love. I am deserving to still believe that that exists, even if it's not something that's presently in my life, or that's happening to me right now. I do feel like there's this energy here of wanting to find your people, or like the people that you're going to build with. And this doesn't just mean like romantic. This could even mean like the right work environment, where it's like you're actually around people that get you, or that, it feels like you guys are building towards something, or you're finding people that you have things in common with. Or if it's like romantic love, it's like you're finding that in a partner, where it's like, how can we build together? Tell me why the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are also, there's a heavy focus here on collaboration and work as well. We have Five of Swords. I'm conflicted over how to move forward or what I can do. So maybe you're like, I want love, but it's like, well, what do I do about it? I can't, I don't want to do this, or I can't do that. And that is, that's valid. All of those reasons are valid, but that might just tell you like, hey, you're just in a little like, maybe you're going into a little cocoon right now, into a little chrysalis. Maybe right now life is telling you to slow down, or maybe that's why the opportunities aren't flowing. But it's almost like going back in tune with like a natural cycle, so that you can kind of like work through this feeling of feeling hopeless, or feeling the burden of love or emotions. Okay, tell me about that Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius coming through the strongest. Tell me why the Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Coins. So very closed off. Very closed off. Not everyone is in the private circle, or not everyone knows. Or maybe right now your money is very tight, and this is something that keeps you from being able to maybe be open to love, or like ready for it. There's something here that doesn't feel good in regards to your stability. Maybe you also feel like you need more support in general. Again, going back to outside of romantic relationships, like having a supportive network, or so I feel like you're also saving. You're saving your money, your time, or your energy. All right, what else, please? Thank you, Spirit. One more on that four. King of, yeah, it's the money. It feels like it feels like this is more work focused. So this group is more focused on stability, which we already talked about. Okay. So it's kind of hard to feel good when so many other areas, or this big area of your life, doesn't feel good. So like I said, I think there's just a message here over not shutting that down, not talking yourself out of how you're feeling or what you want. And instead of acknowledging it and giving like little you, or like inner you, a hug or words of encouragement when you need it. There's something here where I feel like I have to remind you guys, or tell you guys, that negative talk or something like that isn't going to help you, or it's not going to, it doesn't make you like stronger. It's like there's something here that needs a little bit more nurturing. It's almost like telling yourself, or reminding yourself, like, it's okay. This is how it is now, but it's not going to be like that forever. Right. And maybe you guys are already doing that, which is good. Okay, my loves, let's get to the main question, which is, what is it you need to know about your love life? All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. What do my group ones need to know about their love life? Messages for my group number ones. What do my group number ones need to know about their love life? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. What do they need to know about their love life? Messages for my group ones. We have the Tower. All right. Oh, shit. Plot twist. Messages for my group number ones. What do they need to know about their love life? We have Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse. What do they need to know about their love life? We have Four of Wands reverse. Gemini energy with the Lovers. Thank you, Spirit. What do they need to know about their love life? Hierophant in reverse. Tell me about the Tower. You guys are taking control of your life in a way that's going to change. It's going to change your lifestyle or your life like tremendously. So right now, if you guys are feeling kind of sad about love, or you're trying to stay focused on work, just know that you're in alignment with doing things kind of your own way or your own path. There's something very unconventional here. So you're going to have like a realization, or there's almost like a clear idea or a clear plan that you have here. Maybe you guys are even going to have get some kind of sign. I don't know. No, this feels like signier than a sign, because this feels like you can't miss it. There's no mincing the words, or there's no misinterpreting it. It's like the light bulb goes off, and look how both of them are kind of striking down. And there's almost like this flow to it. Interesting. Listen, there's something here that's going to, I almost feel like it's going to knock your little socks off. And it's going to happen, or it's going to happen when you're in this place where your business is taking off, or your finances are good, your health is good. There's something here where you're feeling very secure, and you're in a place of comfort in your life. So this could even be an indicator of timing for you guys. If you guys feel like you're heading in that direction, I mean, this group is definitely, the steps that you're taking now is setting you up for a different era in your love life. One that you are stepping into how you view romance or feelings or dating. It's going to be different, because it's coming from a place of being very secure and empowered and confident, but also health keeps coming through. Like your mind, body, spirit feels like it's aligned. Tell me why the Knight of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Four of Swords. So you guys are taking a healing break from dating. And this feels like this is a reset, that you're like a reset button that you're pushing. And this is like what you're going to gain is that Queen of Pentacles. Like it's also like giving like sultry. You're going to be very, you're going to be in this era where the type of people that you attract, especially those of you that date men, or men are attracted to you regular, it's like going to happen even more. Like there's something here about drawing in a certain, I don't know, I almost want to say a certain type, but there's something here that it's almost like the vibes are like you're really giving off that you're in your bag and you're secure. And so people are going to start to kind of step up or show interest, and you're going to be like, no, there is this energy of, yeah, I'm good. Now there is a little bit of a, you're looking over and you see exactly what it is. And there is like satisfaction in that. But there's also this sense of, I can choose, or I now know, like, this costs me a lot, my peace, my comfort, or where I'm at in my life. So now not everyone gets to be a part of it. And so I do feel like this is almost like what's next for you in love, or maybe like the next, like we said, this next era. It feels like you're taking some kind of peaceful break from it. So we have a Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this is maybe getting away or taking a break from bringing anyone new into the mix or starting anything new. It's like you don't really have it in you. I think you have some kind of, we're going to look at that Ace of Swords again. You might even have like your $1 million idea or something. Tell me about the Lovers, the Emperor. You're waiting because you know that your spouse, this is like, I'm waiting for my future spouse, or I'm waiting. I got my own corporation, my own company, my own thing, my own home. I got my own. So now the person that matches me, you're going to be looking for something different in the people that you date as well. You guys are going to be dating older, is what I'm getting. Or you're going to be looking, if it's not older, like actual age-wise, you're looking for maturity. But I will say, some of you guys, your tastes in whatever gender preference you have that you are attracted to, it's going to be changing. And I do feel like it looks older, or there's something here that's just, you're going to look at certain people that maybe you used to date or you used to deal with or you used to be attracted to. And there's almost like a, oh, okay. I'm not really into that anymore. You know, there's a sense here where you're like, man, there's nothing sexier than confidence and consistency and, you know, all these other things. So you're fine with coming off as being boring, which you are far from, but you're fine with coming off that way because you're not looking for the fire stick, right? You're not looking for that Ace of Wands to just come in and bop you around the head and then leave you all fucking razzle dazzled. And if you are looking for that, maybe this isn't your group, because this group they're like standing 10 toes down on business. They really are. They're like, nope, not doing it, which is good, because you are going to find yourself having you're almost like creating yourself a nice little nest, you know, where it's like not everyone gets to come in. So you're probably feeding like people, your friends, your loved ones. Now, feeding them could be like actually literally cooking for them, but you could just be feeding feeding their lives, enriching their lives in ways that you're just not here for when it comes to someone's dusty offspring trying to come in and yeah, and leech off of you. So this feels like I'm holding out for my true love, or I'm holding out for what's truly meant for me. And I'm not concerned with dating or getting to know people. I'm not in a place like that right now. So if you have any loose ends with certain people or situations, even if they're just like emotional loose ends where they keep popping up for you, or you're feeling like, why am I still drawn to them? I think that that's going to be fading. And even if it doesn't, you're going to be like, you're not going to be like in your feels about it, you know? We have Hierophant in reverse. We have Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this literally is telling me like you always bounce back, or it's like you have your own path that you're following. You're also like, your spiritual journey is different. So that requires you to also kind of have a lot of trust. And I feel like whatever it is that you're currently going through, it's helping your growth. Again, vitality, health, glow up, like all of this stuff is coming through. One more on the Hierophant reverse and the Wheel of Fortune reverse. You're trying to break out of like karmic cycles. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So, and I feel like your love story is unconventional, or what you're going to look for is going to be different. And I do think that in the future you will be ready to date, but it doesn't feel like it's here now. This feels like I'm dating myself, or the one that I'm romanticizing my own life, which is good. All right. Justice reverse, Death reverse, and the Sun. Regardless of what injustices have happened, or what is wrong, or all the wrongs that have done, like nothing can change that, but you're still choosing to be happy. Nothing can change what's already happened. All right, let's look at the Tower and the Ace of Swords. Why the Tower and the Ace of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. Why the Tower and the Ace of Swords? Two of Wands in reverse. The World reverse. Page of Pentacles, it's almost like you have this realization or something becomes very clear to you that you're still closing off cycles and you're still learning, or you're still, or when it comes to dating, maybe there's going to be, maybe someone like asks you out or something becomes very obvious about dating and you're like, nope, not doing it. Or maybe that realization, the realization that you had about your dating life is what's setting you into this like trajectory. All right. For some of you guys, your one true love is your career or your company or that thing that you're building. Or right now it is. Okay, my babies, that's what I have for you today. You guys will have to let me know how that felt. You know what? We haven't done answer cards in a long time. So let me pull those out. If you don't know what these are, this is just when you think of a question and we try to get you an answer. Let's do 2 questions, okay? They don't have to be relating to the reading. You'll know the answers for you because it'll make sense, all right? And we'll also cover it as if it's a yes or no question as well. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages, can we get an answer to the first question? Okay, take it to the altar. So this could be following your own intuition, but also connecting back to those spiritual practices. If you're asking for a yes or no, I would say this is a not yet or a hold back, okay? All right, and then an answer to the second question on their mind. The second question. We have released this desire. So this is giving no. This is also, maybe there's something better or something is changing. This is also giving like moon energy as well. All right, there's some unknowns here. Okay, my babies, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number 2s. If you pick this sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be asking the question, what do you need to know about your love life? So we are going to start this reading by checking in on your energy when it comes to love, just to help you connect to this group. And then we'll be asking the main question, what is it you need to know? This reading, they're all collective readings, but this reading should be a little bit easier to connect with because we are going to be talking about you and not how someone else might be feeling about you. So with that being said, still use your own discernment and only take what resonates. All right, let's get to it, my loves. Thank you so much for being here today, my group number 2s. And yeah, let's see what we can learn today. All right, thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 2s. All right, messages for my group 2s, please. How will they know this is their reading? What is their energy when it comes to their love life? Messages for my group 2s. What's their energy when it comes to their love life? How will they know this is their reading? What's going on for them when it comes to love? How will they know this is their reading? What is their energy when it comes to love? Their love life. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right, let's see. Not the boredom. You feel over it. Maybe you feel rejected. You feel like you try, or maybe you have feelings or you want romance, but at the same time, you feel bored or your love life isn't where you want it to be. You feel disempowered. I will say, just an observation, do not hate me. But one thing that I do know is that when the 4 of Cups comes up with the Magician in reverse, this tells me, are you sure that you're completely disempowered? Are you sure? Now, that doesn't mean that you can force someone to love you or you can force someone to have feelings for you or you can but the universe is handing you opportunities to open up that heart chakra or get things flowing again or bring more joyous experiences into your life that maybe make you smile and laugh. And hey, guess what happens? That raises your vibration. But there's a focus here on romance specifically, and it's not what I want it to be. Therefore, it's making me feel a little jaded. All right, thank you. What else? Messages for my group number 2s. Yeah, this is just feeling like it just feels like you're in a mood because it's just so like a little dark rain cloud, like I'm never going to get what I want because it hasn't happened yet, or my love life is one big ass missed opportunity. You know, and it feels like you're making the call. You know what, we are going to put this over here because you're making the call to look at it this way, or rejection, or maybe there is a big lesson about a rejection wound. Because the trumpet, it's like, look at, they're trying to blast something in your ear, and you're like, I don't see it. I'm looking at the grass, or I'm looking at that little rock that's stuck underneath the bottom of my foot. You know, it's like there's something here where it's like, no, arms crossed. So you're just, you know, this energy is in a place of being very stuck or very stubborn on how bad we feel, or how bad our love life is, or how something hasn't worked out. And for some of you, it is it's just a mood, and it's just passing. And maybe when you watch this, this is how you've been feeling. Or maybe you know, and even if it's not a mood, it just doesn't feel like it's gonna stick. This literally just feels like you're it just, you know, we'll just leave it there. And we do it to ourselves, guys. We do it to ourselves. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. I get it. You're bored. I say pick up a spicy book. You know, go read something that adds spice into your love life, and helps you kind of move through this and raise your vibration. All right, we have a Tower. So this, I can't tell if this is a fantasy where I'm daydreaming that, you know, the perfect romantic offer, my, you know, romanticizing my love life, or there's going to be this unexpected, out of the blue kind of offer that I get. Now, even if you got an out of the blue, unexpected love offer from someone, I don't know if someone who is Four of Cups, Ace of Swords reverse, Ace of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups reverse, Magician reverse, and Ace of Pentacles reverse is going to look up and say, oh, hey, person on a horse that's coming towards me with a chalice. Yeah, I'll go out with you. Yeah, let's talk. I don't know, you know? So maybe it's funner to just kind of think about love than it is to experience it right now, because again, how our heart and our mind is kind of holding on to something kind of stale. Why the Nine of Cups? Maybe your love life feels stale. So maybe you're just like, I'm not even going to worry about it. But then again, here you go. There is a little bit of victim mentality here, a lot of wounding of how long this has been, and how, you know, so there is a lot of choice to be alone in this group. There's a lot of choices that are being made that are adding to this kind of energy. But we all do it, you know, we do it to ourselves. If this doesn't feel like you, then it's not you. Don't get upset, but don't disregard that this might be somebody else that's listening. Okay. I do think that you are reflecting, or maybe you need alone time right now. Um, it almost feels like you don't have the patience, or maybe the capacity right now to be too lighthearted or be kind of open. And I'm sure you have your million reasons why, but this is just what's coming through in your love energy. Tell me why the Four of Cups with Judgment. Tell me more about that four. The Moon reverse. Okay, something something's like been revealed to you, or there's what's been revealed. It's a wake-up call. Something about attention, or getting attention, or what you prioritize, or how you spend your time. You're not seen, or you don't look up. If you go outside, you're not looking up. You might like walk around with your headphones, or your AirPods in or something. But there's something here, or there's a rejection wound that maybe there's history. I don't know. There's all this kind of energy that's coming through, but it does kind of put a damper on how you feel or how you view, and it is feeling jaded. Maybe you're like, I ain't got time for that. Why the Ace of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Swords in reverse? Tell me about that. Ten of Cups. So you're very set on what would make you happy, or there's something here about family or what makes you happy, but why the stubborn energy? Why is it stale? Help me understand. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of, Page of Cups, King of Pentacles. Maybe if you guys are parents, it could be focusing on doing that, or if you guys are thinking about kids or family, or maybe like what a provider would be. I don't know, or what a date or someone offering you something. I used to have a friend that would say, and oh my God, I just dreamt about her last night. So maybe she's thinking of me. We don't talk anymore. But for years, I knew her for years and years and years. And for years, she would always tell me, like from when I met her, I think this lasted maybe a solid like 10 years, where she would say that she would know who her husband was because their first date, he would come with flowers. And that was like her thing, her thing. And in all the years that I knew her, it was over 10 years that I knew her. It was way more than that. That never like kind of came to be. And so that it's interesting how that kind of reminds me of that, how like when we're really set on how something is going to be or has to be, and that can put a damper on things, because that I remember every time she would meet someone new, or there'd already be this pre kind of conditioned thing. Oh well, this isn't my person, or no it's not, so it would already kind of set the tone. But anyway, beside the point, this is giving my old thoughts or my old feelings about this topic or this thing that I feel would make me happy, or about family, or about how someone should come in. I don't know, there's something here where it's outdated, or it's making you feel kind of stuck. Tell me about the Knight of Cups with the Tower. What's my group number two's energy in their love life? We have Three of Swords and an Eight of Cups reversed. So there is a story here. There's either an old story or something that you haven't walked away from, or something that maybe you keep revisiting. And it is a Three of Swords and it feels painful. Tell me more. The Death card, letting something go. Or when you have a chance at romance, you go back to this, maybe. It's like something makes you retreat. Tell me why the Knight of Cups, the 9 in reverse. Oh, it's 2 9s in reverse. King of Swords. So you feel like you have to be strong, or you have to be smarter, or you have to outsmart love. I am going to say, regardless of your gender, you're trying to push yourself into the masculine, and there needs to be a feminine balance, regardless of your gender. Because squashing the feminine energy, which is like you're creative, you're abundant, or you're open to receive, it's like a different kind of energy. It's nurturing, right? And when we approach things a little bit too cold, or a little too, no, I got to be smarter than that, or when we push too hard into that, that could also be why it's this energy of a little bit of stubbornness, or a little bit of like outdated thinking of how what's going on in our love life, why it is the way it is, and how we view it. Now, you guys could be dealing with a King of Swords and they're not acting, or they're not coming in this romantic way that you want them to. Tell me why the Magician reversed, because if someone's in your energy, I don't know, it feels like you have the opportunity to do something about it, but you're retreating because maybe you don't want to take this on. I've been describing the 9 of Wands to you guys as a bruise that we don't feel all the time until something presses on it. So it's like something presses on it, and so you're like, nope, never mind, can't do anything about it. I'm powerless, so got to shut it down, or that's not for me. And so getting kind of in that mind frame is, I don't know, there's like a lack of clarity here. All right, someone could also be trying to come near you or something, but remember what we said, even if they did show up, I don't think that you'd notice. Why the Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the Hermit? So you might just be choosing to stay in your house. Yeah, you could be choosing to stay in your house, or say no to dating, or I'd just rather be by myself. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Maybe it's just been a long time, and so you don't even realize that maybe there is someone that's trying to get your attention, but you're not looking up. Yeah. So next time you go outside, next time you go on a walk or something, look up and see if you happen to catch more people looking at you or noticing, or then maybe you haven't even noticed, right? Okay, so if if this sounds familiar, did it? I don't know. Did that make sense, guys? You'll have to let me know. All right. Listen, let's see. What is it you need to know about your love life? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. What do they need to know about their love life? What do my group number twos need to know about their love life? Messages for my group twos, please. What do they need to know about their love life? Nine of Cups reverse. What do they need to know about their love life? We have Seven of Cups reverse, Two of Swords reverse. It's like all the information you need is in front of you. But the thing that might be kind of difficult to accept is that if you truly want what you want in your love life, you are going to have to do something about it. And I'm not telling you to go and be the one that asks out or chase, or no, you know that this tarot lady is never going to tell you that. I will never even tell you to send the text. No, I won't. That's on you. But what I am going to say is that this Nine of Cups is telling me I'm not satisfied and I'm not happy with the way things are, and it's obvious. So I got to put my pride aside, or I got to stop holding myself back in order to be open to love. Someone here is trying to make things clear to you. Like there might even be someone that's interested in you, but because it's not in the way that you want it to be, again, think of the showing up with flowers analogy, you're not seeing it. And that's okay, but just kind of throwing that out there. Again, I'm not telling you to just give anybody a chance, but I am telling you that there is something trying to get your attention, but you may not be open to it. Tell me why the Nine of Cups in reverse. What do they need to know about their love life? You need to walk away from whatever it is that you like. My wish didn't come true. Am I going to sit here and think about that and let that hold me back, or what, or I'm not dissatisfied, or it's like there's something here you need to get out. You need to disengage, or you need to walk away from it, and it's time to heal, or it's time to heal something, and some life or something is making it clear to you. It's like take off the rose colored glasses, or like, yes, you were wearing them at one point and you took them off and it wasn't fun, or maybe, you know, like the illusion is gone, but now it's time to kind of heal from that. Tell me why the Two of Swords in reverse. What do they need to know about their love life? Why the Two of Swords in reverse? Nine of Pentacles, focusing on yourself, being strong, healthy, independent. But also this energy, the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, is very romantic together, because this is almost like getting swept off my feet type of energy. When the Nine of Pentacles dates you, this is someone that is independent, they're self-sufficient, they work, they can treat you, you know, or it's like there's interest here, as well as it could signify you being this person. Tell me why the Strength in reverse. We have a Ten of Swords. Why the Knight of Cups? Oh shit, that really flew. Wait, where'd it go? Look what we got. The Fool. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Ace of Wands. This is talking about a new beginning. This talks about that you'll have like a successful new beginning, or you'll have new love, new romance, but it comes after finding peace, or making peace, or taking some kind of healing break, because there's a lot of wounds here. That bruise needs to heal. There's some kind of wounds here that it's part of your old story. It's not always going to be like that. It's not always going to, you know, feel that way. And I see success. I see a new beginning, but this comes after you decide to let go or to move on from whatever that Nine of Cups in reverse is. Tell me again about the Nine of Cups in reverse. That could also be like doing something about your love life, you know? Why the Nine of Cups in reverse? Page of Pentacles in reverse. From maybe a situationship or a potential, someone's potential that didn't grow. I don't know. It feels like there's maturity here, and it feels like the right person or this person, or it's like they're going to show you. It's almost like you learned what you needed to learn or trust yourself in order to move forward. Tell me why the Nine of Pentacles. Sun reverse. This is also about being happy again. Strong Leo and Aries energy. Tell me about that Ten of Swords, please. Why the Ten of Swords with the Strength reverse? Taking action, but why the Ten of Swords? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Hierophant. It could be therapy as well. Some of you guys, therapy could help you get out of this slump. That's the action you could take. Or this could be someone that's coming towards you and they are different than, they're very traditional, but I mean, they're different for you. They would be approaching you in a way that you're maybe not used to. I do see you guys having I think you guys are going to have a chance at romance. And I don't normally like call out specific times a year, but I am picking up something about March or April, Aries season. Yeah, April. I'm thinking like April. Anything else that they need to know? So to use this time to heal. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Judgment reverse. There's, it's almost like you're not paying attention to your love life, or there's an imbalance here when it comes to your love life, or that you're ignoring. Maybe this person's like been trying, or you've been ignoring them. And maybe you won't see it, or you won't be ready or open to it for like a few months whenever you watch this. Or maybe this is the process you've been in and you're almost there. Look, 10 of Cups. So I see better days ahead for you when it comes to your romantic love life, my group number twos. But you need to hit the reset button. Whatever it is you're doing or healing from, or where your thoughts are, it's almost like that's where the challenge is. But you're going to be okay. All right? Hang in there. All right, my loves. I hope that was helpful. We're going to do answer cards today. If you guys have never seen these before, you guys can think of a question and we're going to try to get you an answer. You'll know it's an answer because you'll feel it, but also you can do a yes or no, and then we'll interpret the answer that comes through as a yes or no. All right, 2 questions today. So let's start with the first one. Thank you, Spirit, for all these messages today for my group number twos. All right, can we get an answer for my group number twos for the first question that's on their mind? The first question on my group number two's mind. Can we get an answer for them? Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have put up strong boundaries. So this could be a yes, but this is also a reminding you not to go back to maybe an old version of yourself. This is also a reminder to stay in tune with your priorities or what you want. Yeah, so put up strong boundaries. All right, thank you, Spirit. And now an answer for the second question on my group number two's mind. Their second question on their mind. What can we know? What can you tell us? We have take it to the altar. So meditate, pray, light a candle. Maybe you're already getting signs as well about this. If this is a yes or no, I would say that this is translating as a maybe. Okay. Maybe also the answer will come to you when it's meant to. Okay, my babies, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we are going to be looking into what is it you need to know about your love life. We are going to begin this reading by asking the question what your energy in love is, just to help you connect to this group, and then we'll be asking the main question, which is what you need to know. My loves, thank you so much for being here today. A little reminder before we dive in that it is a collective reading, but because we are going to be talking about you today, it should be a lot easier to identify and connect with this reading if it is for you. So just stay in tune with your own situation and your circumstances, and let's see what we can learn today. All right, my loves, let's dive in. You chose Tupac today. Oh, that man. Listen, every single sticker that we used today, they were robbed of their futures, but we were also robbed of them still being here with us. Such a tragedy. Yeah, the three stickers that I used today were extremely influential for me in my childhood and growing up. So yeah, let's get to it. Every time I see that Tupac sticker, I think of, for some reason, it makes me think of Thug Passion. Maybe you guys want to listen to that song. All right, let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number threes. All right, my group number threes, their love life. What is their energy when it comes to love? How will they know that this is their reading? Messages for my group number threes. What is their energy in their love life? How will they know this is their reading? What's going on with my group threes in their love life? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. What can we know? What can you tell us? All right. How will they know this is their reading? What's my group number three's energy in their love life? Three of Cups. You guys could be having fun, hanging out with your friends, or casually dating. Empress. I love it. You guys are like surrounded by people. This is giving hosting or socializing, dinners, lunches, that kind of stuff with friends. This feels very celebratory. We have Page of Cups reverse, Four of Wands reverse. Your love life could be like very abundant and like fulfilled when it comes to like outside of romance. We have Four of Swords. You're healing, you're taking a break, and you're focusing on your friends or your children if you have them, or maybe you're taking a break from dating before you're open to it again. But this does feel like there's a sense here of like glow up, or things are we're celebrating and things are good. You might even have people that like have crushes on you or are trying to talk to you, and you're just kind of like, okay, it doesn't feel like there's a heavy emphasis here that you're letting this energy kind of disturb you. Now, this does feel like you are about to reach some kind of milestone. Maybe it's your age. This would be like a milestone birthday, something that ends in a 0 or a 5. This could also be that you have something amazing. You reached a milestone, or you maybe you graduated, or there's something very beautiful here. Lots of messages, or lots of plans, or lots of going out, lots of engagements as well. It doesn't feel like dating or dealing with that. Here's the Page of Swords. You have people that are trying to talk to you. You have people that are watching you and observing as well, because people are attracted to energy like yours, where you are just doing your thing and you are being very abundant. Now, you guys could have one person in particular, or people that are trying to come back around. And the other thing that I'm getting is you guys are quick to come back to your house. There could even be people here that are trying to get invites to come over, hitting you up random. Hey, how are you? What are you doing? Knowing that you're hosting or something, and seeing if they can get an invite. Tell me about the Four of Swords. You're in your healing era. You're not letting yourself feel trapped or worried or anxious. You're actually resting. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Queen of Wands reverse. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands reverse. So when it comes to your feelings about dating someone new or getting to know people, I feel like that's where you're like, I don't know. I don't know about that. There is a lot of nostalgia, or thinking about how it used to be, or maybe this is like a wanting or a yearning to go back to the times when dating is how it used to be. There's something very old-fashioned and very traditional here, where it's like, I don't want to do the apps, or that's not my thing, or I don't like how that makes me feel. I want to meet someone at my coffee shop or at the place I go to. I want to get to know someone the old fashioned way. There is this feeling here of when I do date, it's going to be, it's going to start as a friend, or it's going to be, it feels like there's like courting involved, you know, or there's like a period of time. This doesn't feel like you are in the energy of just wanting to hook up or being open to people coming like around. It feels like you're taking a break because you're not in a place for that. All right. What else, please? Messages for my group number 3s. How will they know this is their reading? What's their energy in love? What's their energy in love? We have the Hermit. Yep. All right. You're like, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I'm alone, but I'm recovering. I'm alone, but I'm reflecting. This is a choice. I love it. Let's see. Anything else? All right. I think that's it for here. So if that sounds familiar, let's see what you need to know about your love life. I think you have a busy month ahead, or a few weeks or something. Lots of plans. That's what it feels like. Maybe even like the group chat is going off. If you have like a little group chat with your bestie or your besties. All right, thank you, Spirit. What do my group number 3s need to know? What do my group 3s need to know? What do my group 3s need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do they need to know about their love life? What do my group 3s need to know about their love life? Had to check that we were filming for a second. I was like, wait, are we filming? All right, what do they need to know about their love life? We have 7 of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right, thank you, Spirit. What do my group number 3s need to know about their love life? We have Queen of Swords. This just feels like you just need to continue on your path. I mean, I don't want to say continue on your path because we are the Queen of Swords in reverse, but there is something here that is necessary for you to heal from so that you don't feel anger or bitterness or like resentment when the opportunity to date does come back around, or so you can be open to it. Because it's almost like anyone new that you meet or anyone that might want to get to know you right now, the way you might view it is from a Queen of Swords in reverse kind of space, which is negatively or being very cold or kind of like bitchy towards it. And there's a feeling here with this 4 of Swords of like, I just need to take a break, or I'm just taking a healing pause. There is something here that you're healing from. And this has to do with like your throat chakra, like being able to speak or communicate your needs, your wants, your desires in romantic relationships, or feeling safe to do so. Messages for my group number 3s. What do they need to know about their love life? This is also, it's interesting. It's healing from people that, this isn't just lovers. This is like people that were supposed to be in your corner. This is like old friends you used to know, or coworkers that you thought were your friends. There's a lot of feelings here that are still being purged, or there's a lot of thoughts here that maybe are still being processed and purged, because it feels like there's this Ace of Swords. There's realization, but this could also be realization and you realizing how you may be contributing to certain things, or, you know, how past experiences affected you and how that's not helping your cause now in this moment when it comes to your romantic love life. So I do feel like there's something here. Like I said, this almost feels like you're in the process of it right now with this 4 of Swords, of healing and taking a pause. We have 5 of Pentacles. So this might be like, I'm tired of like doing it alone, or I'm always left out in the cold, or, you know, there's this energy here of feeling like I'm tired of being the one. Now, this could also feel like how you're feeling about your love life, your romantic love life, and maybe realizing that you're still healing. And again, how you might be contributing to that. Tell me why the Queen of Pentacles. Messages for my group 3s. What do they need to know about their love life? We have Page of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys are If you guys are parents, maybe focused on your children, and that's what makes it hard, being a one person show. But the other thing could be is that you reconnecting back to your feelings of love, but this would be like how it feels when you have a crush. It's like maybe you even feel like, damn, I don't even have a crush, or there's something here where it's like something to soften or bring more sweetness into your life might be very helpful to you, because there's this really negative kind of idea or opinion or view that you have about a spouse or a partner. And this is like a good for nothing, or won't do it, or they won't commit, or this is almost like bitterness towards a partner. And so you're right now, you're not meant to go through this Five of Pentacles forever, but right now you are taking some kind of healing break that is going to prepare you for romance. So you have someone that is around, or that it's like it's going to be a friend, but getting to know them or allowing them in is going to be somewhat of a challenge. And I think that, again, more softness and healing through this, by the time this happens, you might be more open to it, or you may be trusting what you see, or open to, almost like open to communicating. You may not even want to be talking to anyone right now. But this is also saying that recognize how a childhood wound, or something that really broke your heart, or something that keeps you in a loop, is holding you back from building meaningful friendships that can bloom into relationship. Or maybe say it's not friendship, and say it's just dating that could grow into something a little bit more serious. This could be this could also be like a father wound as well, or it was based off of that, or if you were married in the past, maybe it was that, or why the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Emperor reverse? Someone here was supposed to provide something for you and they didn't. So somehow, I mean, not somehow, because we know that it does happen, but that has been projected into different relationships as well. Why the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Emperor in reverse? The Devil reverse. So maybe you're like, if I just avoid everything, I'm going to avoid something toxic, or I'm going to avoid that addiction, that pattern, that behavior. I've moved on from it, which is good. But there's still something here that's still a wound that is not helping you have the type of love maybe that you want, or I don't know. Tell me more. Tell me about that Four of Swords with the Knight of Cups. The Five of Wands. There could be a lot of interest, people interested in you, of wanting to date you, but you need this break, or you're taking a break from it. So I do feel like there is someone here, like there's a faint energy of someone else that keeps trying to come up. And it feels like there's something about this person, or in this connection, or this friendship, that could turn into a relationship, that this is where like your wishes are, or your heart's desires are. But this is asking you to realize how that childhood wound, or how that thing from the past, is keeping you from being able to make those types of connections, or how it affects the types of connections that you make. One more there, please. Thank you. The Three of Swords with the Six of Cups in reverse. It could be a past relationship for you. Yeah, this is saying like, don't ignore how this is holding you back. Don't ignore how this issue is holding you back. This is also like telling you to go with the flow and be honest with yourself, and about timing. All right. Yeah. And maybe even like cycles, and closing out karmic kind of cycles by acknowledging this wound, or this pain, or this past relationship that still keeps you feeling some type of way. This is giving free yourself from that. All right. My loves, that's what I have for you. Fixed signs coming through, of course, with that wheel: Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Scorpio, Taurus. And then we also have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming up with the air signs, and Aries with that Emperor, and earth signs. All right, my loves, I hope that was helpful. Yeah, I hope it's helpful. I hope it resonated. We are going to do two answer cards today. If you haven't seen these before, this is when you think of a question and we're going to try to get you an answer. You'll know it's an answer because you'll feel it. You can also ask a yes or no question and we'll interpret it that way. So yeah, two questions today. So let's start with the first one. All right, thank you, Spirit. Can we get an answer to the first question on my group number three's mind? The first question on their mind, please. Can we get an answer? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. The first question on their mind. What do they need to know? Your magic is potent. This is a yes. This is also talking about manifesting. This is also telling you like you are the magician. Healer energy is also coming through, okay? Therapy, I think, could be helpful, or spiritual practices, or elevating some kind of way. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. The second question on their mind. Can we get an answer to the second question on their mind? We have realized it's already yours. So you got two yeses. I also see two exclamation points. So that's what I have for you today. My babies, I appreciate you guys being here so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.